It's the circle of life. Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Rocco, Cabaretti, Caterer. But it's not just any Rocco deck because they're going to be cooking up a storm with Food Chain. Just like you'd see in EDH, we are doing Food Chain combos. Food Chain allows you to exile a creature and get 1 mana more than it costs to have it in play, which goes infinite with Squee or Turtle Scourge or Guardian Evangel. And notably, these 3 creatures are all tutorable with Rocco, our commander. You're also able to make infinite mana and then tutor again using Rocco to get a finisher like Terror of the Peaks, Craterhoof Behemoth, or just some crime off a Tolly. In this deck, we are going to be fetching not just our creatures, but also the enchantment. We need to find Food Chain. It's built around that. So, of course, we've got to have some cards like Idyllic Tutor, Moonblessed Cleric, Sterling Grove, and Enlightened Tutor to get that card on top of our deck or into hand. Once we've done that, we can put it into play and start going wild. This deck is running a good amount of protection for its combo as well, not just the Sterling Grove, but also looking to stop counter spells and, of course, give us the backup plan if everything else goes wrong of just hitting our opponent in the face. Because we are in Naya colors, we have a bit of a toolbox commander. If I'm not able to, Food Chain my opponent, why bother? When instead I can hit them in the face with Tajik, Roxanne, Craterhoof Behemoth, and a Johnny, all sorts of super powerful cards available to us in these colors. So let's take Rocco into the queue and start rocking their world. Rafellos, Llanowar Emissary. Well, I like your name being Chubtoad, but I don't like Rafellos. Tons of very fast mana. Now I also have some very fast mana with Exploration, with Malevolent Rumble, and I can even gamble trying to find my combo pieces or possibly just gambling for land with this as my start. I'm going to keep this hand though, and hopefully I'll, find some removal where I need it. Hiya, Johnny. You are a nasty little creature, aren't you? I would like a Gruul. There we go. Little Gruul bit there. There's Rafellos. There's the Fellows. Oh, they also Exploration. That's a lot scarier on your side of the battlefield. I do have a land. I've got the Rumble. I can gamble for removal. I'm just gonna use the Malevolent Rumble and find a fetch. Next turn, I will have Rafellos removal for sure. Okay. Gamble for... I can go for Fury. I can just go for Lightning Bolt. They all work. I just want to kill him. Chain Lightning, same thing but slower. Spikefield Hazard, also kind of fun. Which one do I want? Let's go Spikefield. Okay, cool. No longer do they have Rafellos. And we know that they're not, flush with lands right now, because Exploration, they only have 2 lands in play. Tireless Tracker, that's some landfall. My Star Cat Lady. Yeah, her getting dropped over like a Tolly or a Johnny, it's fine. We knew it was a risk. I've got 6 mana here, so I could go for Rocco starting to do some searching. Or I could just play a Johnny. X equals 3 on this, though, gets me some really great cards. I'm going to go not for a combo, but instead actually for a really good ramp piece. Rocco, you know what I want? I want somebody who's going to be grabbing me all the lands. What's up? Oh, Flage is also a choice. Nice. Where is Zone Guard, please? I actually do have enough mana to escape the Flage. Where is Zone Guard? Gonna grab myself this Surveil land. Put that straight in the garbage. And they'll draw a card from the Tireless Tracker. Yeah, them being a mono green deck does mean like they will likely have some good artifact and enchantment removal. Unless I'm able to food chain all in one turn, I think I'd rather just toolbox with my deck here. Make them get lost. Oh, I actually thought they were gonna trade. Okay. Huh. They have enough mana that I am gonna get lost the Raphellos and play the Ajani.
Fight beside me, brother.
Brother, please don't die. Except maybe die a little. You're expecting me to just get lost the brother? Oh yeah, I could have played this, got lost the brother. I do have a red permanent and then blasted. So they're able to take out 3 of my lands thanks to Sundering Titan. Ow, my mana. I should have done that. Wow, they got a lot of big stuff. Please attack. You know you wanna. None of them have trample, thankfully. Just a couple chunky boys. Ramble familiar. Okay. This exile, so it does not work for this. If they have a way to destroy their own Sundering Titan, they can destroy more of my lands. Oh, analyze the pollen. I would draw that off the clue and use it. Oh, don't salt rope people. Person in the chat. Okay, they can get themselves an Ulamog or an Ulamog. They chose Ulamog. I can't afford that hit. I'd kind of rather save Rocco for food chaining. Oh no, I can't afford that hit. That's fine. Move my commander to the command zone. Start flipping out.
I will not rest until I find my brother's killer.
Unfortunately, I don't have enough mana to go completely crazy here. Hey, Johnny, do a flip. Wow, hot dog. Make a cat. Meow.
Lord, join our call.
Huh. Without... No, I got X equals 3. Oh, I don't have X equals 3. Then I can do X equals 2. X equals 2 gets me Sigardian Evangel. Itali first would just give me more fuel. I got infinite. I don't need more fuel. Yeah, oh, digital design. The slowest infinite in the history of infinites. So the Guardian Evangel, not a paper food chain combo, but a food chain combo nonetheless, is one that takes a really long time to execute. Yeah, if I didn't have to use a Johnny to get that 2 extra mana, I could have used that to, like, kill them this turn. Because I just make infinite 3/1s. This is what they're doing in Timeless, from what I understand. If you're wondering how deep am I going to go, ideally I will be able to get to the Rocco with the Terror of the Peaks. Yeah, if they were playing anything other than like Rafellos, I'd feel kind of bad about this, but no, they're a Rafellos deck. You don't have to feel bad about them. Oh, they put Guardian Evangel and Mystery Boosters too? Ah, it's like a silver bordered card. Yeah, this is the advantage of actually running Rocco over Atali as your commander, is you get access to Guardian Evangel. Fellows players give up their rights. Well, they are Rafellos players, so no, I don't feel too bad for them. Okay, and that's enough for 5. X equals 5 gets me Terror of the Peaks. Terror of the Peaks, definitely the easiest way to finish this off. And now that they see it, they're out of here. Aura the Imitator. This is going to be a lot of interaction because they're able to cast fairies and instants from the top of their library, which makes them a Dimir tempo deck. I go first. I have Bloom Tender. I have 2 Searches. And then, of course, Rocco here. The tiny bit of protection is tempting to just keep this hand, but I'm actually going to mulligan. And yeah, I'd rather have a Ragavan. I love a Ragavan. You kidding me? One of my favorite little guys. Let's go. My monkey. Do I think Food Chain is more or less of a mistake compared to Paradox Engine? I think more and less. It is more consistent, but it is also... yeah, it's an old mistake. I grabbed a counterspell. That's a counterspell they don't have. Yeah, it's like, it's different. It's a lot more consistent, which makes it less annoying. But that also means that it's a lot easier to combo with. Like Paradox Engine, it's banned in Commander, so you don't have to worry about it there. But it's a lot more steps to combo. Ooh, okay. They're dismembering Ragavan. R.I.P. Ragavanuel. I'm considering if I want to Rocco for X equals 1 here. Just to get some, like, counterspell hate. I think I'm going to wait until next turn. I'm going to kill this because it's card advantage for them. And this is 1 mana. I'll just play Bossing Say. I could gamble, though. Of course I'd like to gamble. Let's gamble for one of our combo pieces. Eeny, meeny, miny, Food Chain. Nailed it. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. If I land this against them, they don't have that many ways to get it out of play other than just, like, bouncing it. So I think I can just play it. Food chain in play. While they're at only 1 mana, it did get spell pierced. I do have ways to bring it back from the graveyard. Wonderful. I now have food chain. Next turn, assuming this doesn't get discarded. That's actually, I considered bolting this in case it was a... like a force spike. I've seen so many force spikes. Oh, Emily, thank you for the raid. Rhymefire Torque. Okay. Wait, do I not have... Oh, chat, I goofed up. I do not have white mana. Unless I do this first, and then I do, and then we're good. Because I forgot you make white mana. Okay, we're good. We're good, chat. I know what I'm doing. Do I want to go Evangel or do I want to go Squee? I like Evangel. Oh, wait. Is this getting countered? It got countered. Oh, interesting. I can Bossing Say to turn lands into the creatures to, like, bank extra mana. And if I Bossing Say this, it actually becomes a 6-cost creature when it returns into play. Oh my god, no. Thank you. Is Earth part of the food chain? Yes. Just ask the Worms. You just ask the Worms. The longer Aura's out, the more they're able to, like, hang on to the good spells they need. I'd like to protect this for next turn. If you're wondering why I didn't do it last turn, it's because I would not quite get everything I need. All right. We food chain it. I'll red off the first. Comes back as Disciple of Freyalise. I guess I'll go for it. Creatures lose all abilities. So I don't get a search. I guess I could just use you to, like, bank mana. A well-timed dress down. I'm surprised to see dress down. Okay, Bitter Blossom off the top. It is a fairy spell. That's how they're able to play it. Swing in, gain 2 life. Rhythm of the Wild. I can't afford to Rocco this turn. But I can't afford to pay the 3. Dang. Just down as a trauma response. My guess is they run into like Lumra combos and stuff, and they're like, nothing's happening this turn. Another fairy. Another fairy. Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Rocco costs 4 more. I guess I go for the food chain next turn. And just hope for the best. Well, that'll help. Elf. Get some green. I'll get some red. Make sure I'm tapping you for a color. 1, 2. Can't be countered. Yes. Okay, so they did not flash in an opposition agent. We're good. We have infinite mana. We have infinite searches. They'll be able to counter future iterations of Rocco, but I could just cast him again and again and again. When we get there. Chandra, Spark Hunter. This is the one that gives your vehicles haste, can animate them, and of course can sacrifice some artifacts to get some extra card draw. She, I guess, makes cars. I don't know what the flavor is of her making cars, but she was in Aether Drift. I have no idea what this deck is going to be. I've never seen Chandra Spark Hunter as commander, so let's rock and roll. Ragavan going in. Didn't die. Okay, I stole Fury off the top. I mean, I'm happy to see that. For me, not for them. I will use the Moon Blessed Cleric to put Food Chain on top of my library. She is doing the Akira slide. Yeah, in very positive news, Red really doesn't have access to much enchantment removal. There's non-land permanent and just permanent destruction, but it costs like 8 mana. That's all colorless. Aw, Ravenous Robots! Get this food chain into play. Making sure I have all 3 colors. I do. Also have another fetch next turn. Oh, it's asking if I want a Timeless Witness. No, Sweaty, I'm okay. They have Chaos Warp and Combustion Man. Yeah, and Combustion Man's a May. Chaos Warp is also like, well, I guess I'll just tutor for it again. Oh no, that's one of Exiles. My mistake. All right, let's see. I will get land. Come on. There it is. What? I clicked on the white, I thought. I must have slipped right off of it. All right, let's try that again. X equals 3. I want to go for Squee this time. Okay, they've clearly run into food chain before. Muldrotha the Gravetide. I do have some anti-counter spell stuff in here. 2 iterations of it. I don't have anything on turn 1 unless I draw a different land, but I got an elf, I got some rumble, I got Roxanne, and they're going to be playing from the graveyard. Muldrotha has a lot of enter the battlefield value, things that you can recycle, things that care about things in the graveyard. Ooh, and they're starting out with a wee hobbit. I'll start out with a tapped land. Perfect. Is the Eldrazi you can cast from exile on Arena? It is, and it's in this deck. We have Squee, Guardian Evangel, and Eldrazi, whatever the heck it's called. Ooh, speaking of things that care about things leaving the graveyard, that sure is one of them. I'll be Forsaken. Lush Portico. I would like another land, even if it's a tappy land. This is very, very slow and honest start coming from me here. Malevolent Rumble. Voice of Victory, Defense of the Heart. Honestly, Defense of the Heart might catch them. The Nature's Rhythm going into the graveyard gives me another tutor. And they know that I put Defense of the Heart here. Defense of the Heart is a silly card. And like, yeah, you can get rid of it, but it forces removal, forces interaction in such a bad way, I feel. Alright, I will lead with Hexing Squelcher. I also consider, like, just going for Roxanne here. Oh, they're brainstorming! Yeah, I think if it was, like, 3 or more creatures than you control... But no, it's just 3 or more creatures. Yeah, the opponent. Ah. Mm-mm. So they brainstorm and fetched. They do have enough mana to play Muldrotha and play like a land from the graveyard next turn. Go for Defense of the Heart. Another dress down gamer. I wonder if, like, me playing Food Chain is matching me into people who are like, I've played Dual Commander. I've played CDH. I know what I'm about. It was another dress down. The fairy deck played it, and so did they. They can't play it on my turn from the graveyard. Muldrotha is only on your turn. You respect the dress down? Me too! What if I just did it again? Yeah, they're getting tons and tons of value off that. They're just dress downing, I think, to draw a card. But they have to do it last, because it makes Muldrotha unable to play. They have a completely full hand here. That's 3 mana for 3 mana, so I'll do that. Oh, wait! I see, they did it in end step. I didn't realize they had done it in end step. That's okay. Oh my god, stop having things. Can they do it every turn? They can. I didn't realize that when I had thrown these down. Address down Muldrotha lockdown. Yeah. Rude. I do have some artifact and enchantment removal that is not tied to creatures. It's a decent lock, yeah. Trying to think what's the easiest way for me to get to those. Okay, there's the end step one. I have to discard. They have so much stuff. Shatter Sculling, Muldrotha. I don't have enough mana for it. I only have enough for X equals 4. Trying to think if there's anything I could rhythm. And I can go up to 6. It's not enter the battlefield based, but just like a board presence. Because I didn't put in like the activated abilities, the exile from graveyard. Guess I'll dig. Oh yeah, that's a different looking rope. When did that happen? Yeah, anything that is not based on the abilities on their turn. Let's see. Flage would just be kind of cute as like a 6/6. It's because we're on the turtle board. Oh, that's so cute. No, I don't think I have anything. Good game. I think that's a full lockout. There's like a couple cards I could draw, but we ain't getting to it. Kaito, Cunning Infiltrator. I have 2 tutors in this hand, and I don't really want either of them, so I'm going to mulligan. They're in a mono blue deck that has the ability to make unblockable creatures, and I guess eventually ult this Kaito to get more ninjas. Sure. I'll ramp. Birds of Paradise. Hopefully I find some of my anti-counter spell tech. Yeah, because they're going to be doing a lot of that, aren't they? Put it away. Somebody's asking, is this a new brew? Yeah, I actually hadn't built this Rocco before. And now this brew is, I would say, very specific to the stuff that we got. I don't have a way to get white mana here if I did want to hit that Mystic. So I guess I'll just keep ramping. Went down 2 cards to stop. They went down 2 cards to stop a Birds of Paradise because that's turn 1 ramp, and turn 1 ramp can explode into so much more. So because they get the draw and discard here, this will make fairies. Nice. Oh, Jane, thank you for the raid.
I'm a master of my craft.
I can wait until they target it, but I'm just gonna wait. Or I'm just gonna do it now while they're tapped out. Because they could interact. 1 monkey, please. And Bloom Tender will tap for more mana here. I can go for casting Rocco. Just try to tutor. Curious Obsession on their fairy. Oh! Rob Nauk! Thank you for the 8-month resub!
Cool tech, right?
They draw cards. They're doing just like mono blue, like little mono blue tempo guys. Good for them. So the way they draw, they discarded Just the Wind. When did we get Just the Wind? I guess in Jumpstart. We've had it for a while. They bounce the Bloom Tender, so I'm not getting quite as much mana. Mystic Sanctuary, they're going to put it back on top because they know they can get it for free-ish. And I can have so much mana off that. Not that I'm, like, using it for anything, but I could have it. I was going to kill Kaito.
I wasn't paid enough for this.
He was getting close to ult. I didn't want it. Swing with Ragavan, trade with Slitherblade. Play a little guy. Don't need that. Fills up the graveyard for Flage, too. Yeah, I want to, like, hold priority and tap these while the Flage has entered play. Would you like to Just the Wind? Mockingbird. I'm a Bloom Tender too. Look at me, I can fly. I can't. Aww. Tap it up. Ooh, a Stifle on top. Aw, no more Stifles. Bringing out Flage. I'll kill the Curious Critter. Tap and tap. Gives me tons of mana. I'm like off by 1 from getting that out of the graveyard too. Okay, so I can do X equals 6? I don't even have 6 drops in my deck. How about X equals 5? I'm not even going for Food Chain. I can Fury. Roxanne is the one I was thinking of. Tajik would be cool too. Bop. Yeah, Kaito being ulted against Food Chain means they would get tons and tons of ninjas, but I would ideally be winning on that turn that I play it. Prosperous Thief. Huh, that's a surprise. I think Kraza will probably just cause trouble here. Wanna trade? No? Okay, that's cool. GG Kaito. Terra Magical Adept is a 5-color commander, and she's able to be used as either an enchantments commander or a reanimator commander. I've seen her as a bit of both. You were able to put cards into your graveyard, and you can also go for infinite combos on the backside by making clones of it, because the clones make a clone, make a clone, make a clone, make a clone, and as long as you have a non-legendary version of it, you get to go crazy on it. So they just Witherbloom commanded. No more Llanowar Elves. That's okay. I top decked mana for my Ragavan, and I'm gonna cause some monkey trouble. What's on top? What's on top? Anything for me? Oh, it's just a land. Okay, fine. Howdy, Terra. Let's see what they mill. That'll give me a good sense of what kind of deck they're 100% Reanimator. They have Cavero, Life and Death, and Ashen Rider. Ashen Rider is the card they want to reanimate. This is one of those things where it's like, knowing that people play the Terra like this is so important. I'm going in. We rumble. Speaker. I mean, I already have tutors in hand or land. I'll go for this. The monkey is dead. If they can bring back Ashen Rider, they're able to actually delete my lands. It does not say non-land permanent on it. Just goes to show I do need to run more graveyard hate. That's okay, I'll put a piece in. I know where to find some good graveyard hate in these colors. Oh, they don't want me countering stuff. Don't worry. I don't have any counter spells in this deck. If I did, it would probably be like Reprieve. Your Reprieve's good. Formidable Speaker, Nature's Rhythm. Let's just be troublemakers.
Nothing is more important than family.
They're pushing him. Reprieve doesn't counter. That's true. It puts back into hand. It doesn't get stopped by the Squelcher. Mana Tithe counters. If you're wondering why I went for Johnny, he's a troublemaker. Yeah, I don't think it's safe for me to try to line up the combo here. Like, I can fetch Squee, because Squee can just be brought back from any zone. They pushed to Johnny before he could even see his brother. Oh, they're treasure cruising, just leaving the reanimate targets in the graveyard. Oh, and also the tutor. They've drawn. And surveil. You keeping it on top? No, they're not. It's another reanimate target. Bahamut. Yeah, I'm gonna add in some, I'm gonna add in some graveyard hate between games. And I think I'm super right to do so. I'm going to go for the enchantment tutor on this. Moon-blessed cleric. Hi, Erica the Clerica. Swinging for 2. The Troll of Khazad-dûm gets them a swamp. Any swamp. A surveil swamp? Wow, you have so many surveil lands. I mean, that makes sense if you're a graveyard deck. Overlord of the Balemark, they will mill and bring a creature back to their hand. Wow, where's your reanimate spells? Yeah, Cavero is a reanimate spell, but this is a tapped land, so you can't use it here. I think I have Food Chain, like, ready for next turn. It really does depend on if it gets countered. Hi. We'll see if they leave up mana. You're the one who grabbed a tapped land. Oh, there's an untapped land. So which of these do you get? They have 2 different ones that are able to destroy a permanent, or I guess exile permanent in this case. But I have multiples of each of my colors. So that's not a problem. Rocco? Okay, sure. That's fine with me. Hello, you're so little. And I guess we'll see if they have, like, I don't know, free counter spells here. So we Food Chain. Grab some red stuff. Grab some white stuff. Already got that good green stuff. And I think I have enough for X equals 2, which is all I need. Yes, please. The Evangel. I'm not gonna target their creatures because it hurts. And we win the game. A demi of the Silk Shoots. This is one of the Peter Parker Spider-Mans. This is the one that can give your entire team hexproof and indestructible, or just get some flying. It's got flash for good evasion, and oh, nice authority of the consoles. That's a good way to slow me down a bit. It doesn't stop our combo, but it still does slow down if I'm like just going for the Gruul beatdown side of the deck, or I guess Naya beatdown part of the deck. This hand, I can Farseek next turn. I can still Farseek next turn. That didn't change anything. Oh, Scavenging Ooze! Hey, remember how I said I was going to add in Graveyard Hate? That's one of the couple pieces of Graveyard Hate I added in. Aren't you proud of me? I did the thing I said I was going to do. With this hand, I'm actually totally down with another land. How do we not get Scavenging Ooze on the bonus sheet for TMNT? I have no idea. Oh, wow. Now my creatures are going to come in twice as tapped. Also, I think my non-basic lands. Oh no, my non-basic land. Now they come in upside down. They should come in untapped because it's like they're tapped and then they're tapped again. Yeah, flip them all the way around. A Johnny's Strength of the Pride makes a Johnny's Pride Mates. If I play a creature, they will get to have that. I just want a +1/+1 counter. Yay! I think I'm gonna destroy the authority of the consoles. Oh, but it does so little with you here. I can tutor for my combo piece. I can tutor for a different combo piece. I'm just gonna bop this. Bop. And play the forest. Hi, Scraps. My cute little kitty. Scraps, do you want to be in the video? I bet you do. They make another pride mate.
My pride grows stronger.
You want to leave these both up as blockers? Nope, they're going for another 3 to the face. Yeah? Is that true? Scraps says, wah. Get this out of here. I don't want to see it again. Scraps, come on up. Remember, they have a 3/3 that they could flash out. I love to munch on the graveyard. A land. Could have also gone for Bossing Say to guarantee a Johnny dying. What if they go for block sacrifice? I'm gonna search my combo piece into hand if I can. Does this get tithed? Reprieved, okay. Always here for Scraps content. This is my kitty Scraps. She likes to be a part of the stream. She's very, very good. Johnny's mostly just gonna gain them life now. It's not gonna be, like the pride mates are what I needed to get rid of. Oh, give Scraps some kibbles, because that's what she's here for. She's like, oh boy, kibbles. Oh, there we go. Ooh, Roxanne. I can kill a Johnny. Gotta reduce that Nykthos mana. Could kill Thalia, too. Stop gaining life. Not that I actually care that much about life being gained. Comes in tapped. They had enough mana for a Demi, but once that was out of play, Nykthos doesn't tap for as much. Swords to Plowshares on Roxanne, totally fair. And I think I've got just enough mana to start getting ready to combo. Hey, Boromir. No, I pay mana for my spells in this deck, unless I play Atali, which is in my hand. Make my ooze grow. I do choose to ooze. Alright, so we know they have 1 mana. That's enough for Tithe. Nick, look at this thing. I don't know, isn't that cute? She's so good. Food Chain, that's 3 mana. This is also a mana. Large ooze. The biggest ooze you've ever seen. X equals 2. In case they have Tithe. Great. Food Chain can be activated at any speed. Alright, let's start tapping. Let me tap this. They're going to be holding priority on all of these. And this is possibly the first time they've run into this combo. Which means that they don't know how dead they are. This is unfortunately a combo that I feel like CEDH players and Dual Commander players are probably more familiar with. This is legal in Dual Commander, right? How many do I want to bank up before I go for this? I need 5. Rocco, we get damage, we win game. Tanook Memorial Ensign has landfall, deal damage to your opponent, and then landfall, draw a card. That's if you trigger it twice in a turn. I have Endurance, Hellshark Evolution, Formidable Speaker. Not really what I want, especially going first with Gemstone Caverns. I want my turn 1 ramps. That's turn 1 counterspell hate. They're not running counterspells, probably. We don't have the red counter spells, and those mostly hate on other colors. All right, we're gonna try it again. We're gonna go for a double mulligan here. All right, Avacyn's Pilgrim. It can be turn 1 ramp for me. Defense of the Heart. I think I keep Defense of the Heart, since there's a lot of like landfall, make a token kind of things, and that helps me find lots of good pieces for me. The deck has a toolbox, so Defense of the Heart it is. Am I still on Operation Fat the Cat? Yes. I have been trying to get this cat to eat more food by giving her extra kibbles, by feeding her kitten treats. She's been eating like actual kitten food, trying to give her higher calorie food. She's just so cute. Ooh. I'll grumble. Oh, well, Squee, you can just go in the graveyard. You can play Squee from the grave. I don't need no Yanowar Elf. I need Food Chain. Can I explain every rule of Magic the Gathering? Well, you see there's this text box, this rules document. It's a couple 100 pages long. Just open that up and give it a read. I'm sure it'll be fine. I will fire off Roxanne here and kill this Mossborn Hydra. Because if I don't, that thing's going to kill me next turn. Pretty sure. They got 2 lands here, 1 more fetch, and I'd be pretty dead. Reading the card explains the card. Reading the card and having an understanding of the rules in the rule book, it still doesn't really explain the cards. Did I see the new art for Tam in Strixhaven and how it has more hair that's like... It still looks like hair. Yeah, she still has hair. I did see it, and I still don't understand what Tam is. Tam, why you like this? Ooh, Badger Mole Cub. Glad to see that in the graveyard. I can Rocco here. Since I already have the Squee, we're gonna 1, 2, 3. Yes, please. And I would like the Moon Blessed Cleric. It's like you knew. Put the Food Chain on top. If they want a double block, I'm totally fine with it. Great. We have the combo next turn. Assuming they do not have instant speed removal for this. I may... Oh, scraps. Yeah, if they had left up a bunch of mana, there's some things I could have gone for. But no, I think we're good. Food Chain. Turn you into red mana. Red mana for Squee. Squee for Squee for Squee for Squee. Cat in the way. God, I can't really see the submit button. Okay, they know what's up. It's infinite mana. Eventually we hit this. We do the thing. This deck is, by the way, food chaining a lot more consistently than I expected to. I have like the backup game plan of just beatdown stuff. But I have felt that, like, I struck the right balance of make people respond to the aggro threats while we food chain combo. Also, I feel like this deck shows food chain's a mistake. It should not have been added to the format. When they showed that it was on the bonus sheet, I was campaigning against, like, hey, please don't. Like, I was on social media like, please don't put food chain in Arena. And people were like, it's fine. Really? Is it? Is it fine? Scraps, what do you think? She thinks that she should get to eat a bird. Leonardo, Cutting Edge, is a Pride Mate with lifelink. Also, Sneak, so you can play little things and then put them in your hand and cast this instead. Good news, I have a Chain Lightning. It's sorcery speed, but it means I will be able to kill Leonardo probably once. Okay, Paladin class. Don't worry, I'm not at instant speed anyway. Oh, wow, I just, like, draw Food Chain. Lucky me. All right, Bloom Tender or Rumble? Rumble because I have Wary Zone Guard. And I would like a land and then a different land. Because it will get me those. What's a Bargler? It's what I am. Yeah, my deck is not like an optimized food chain deck because I'm really not somebody who's an expert at combo deck building. And I try to be like clear about that. My wheelhouse is hit people in face. But I did my best to build this deck. We actually started with it as a Tolly, and then we're like, you know what? It's gonna work better If we have access to white, Rocco is a tutor instead of the payoff in the command zone. It works, and it works kind of better than I want it to. Or it's Stomping Ground, where he's Zone Guard, where his Zone Guard's tapped, gets me a land. Windswept Heath. Kill Leonardo before he gets any bigger. I don't mind taking damage here. Not when I have one of my combo pieces already in hand. Actually, might... Oh, I feel like Flare of Cultivate in here. No. Maybe next turn. Would I mind sharing my opinions on the state of Standard? Yeah, Standard, I think, is actually in a very diverse space, which is good. However, that doesn't make it accessible because it is too high power for a lot of people to really enjoy. And it's also super expensive for multiple reasons. Do I have the food chain combo this turn? 1 second. Because that drops for 4. Give me 6. Yeah, I have food chain combo this turn. Okay, we're good. Oh, but they know. Okay, that's cool. They said good game. They're not gonna make me execute it. Thank you for that. Terra, Herald of Hope. This is the other Terra. I think I'd played against... Yeah, I'd played against Terra while I was recording. I have no red mana. But I have this, so I got there. I have 2 different enchantment tutors, which is not actually where I want those. I'll start with the Shifting Woodland. It'll be coming in tap since I don't have any forests. And I guess I'll play Sterling Grove next turn. Nice. This Terra is the Reanimate Terra that's kind of like Alacia. She mills, she flies, and then she brings things back for 2 mana when she hits you in the face. Can be pretty aggressive, too. Oh, actually, Ganjo's really nice against that, since I can hit her with not a spell when she's attacking in. Yeah, she's kind of like toolboxing. Sometimes they tutor into Graveyard, but I feel like usually Terra decks don't even bother. They're like, yeah, whatever I mill, I mill. I play strong enough threats and strong enough reanimation that you just have to get rid of everything. You really like this Terra card. Talisman of Hierarchy. Moonblessed Cleric. I can just keep this in play to protect the food chain. This piece. Food chain. I don't actually need red mana. I can't food chain combo next turn. I just don't have enough mana. I'm 1 short. But I might Eldritch Evolution into something fun. Maybe my Graveyard Hate, because they're a Terra deck. Do I have enough? No, because I don't have another, I don't have enough colors of mana. That's the problem. I play this, I only have 1 color here, 1 color there. Unless I have it with the Vitality? I don't think I do. Wait. Why? Why didn't you make me drop food chain? Oh, right, it wasn't in my hand, it was on top. Wait, that's so silly. Why did I build this deck to make sense? I drew for turn and then it got put in hand. Okay, they're gambling. I wonder if they run like a farewell type thing. Now, that's on me. I like brain farted. I was like thinking about... standard decks. Yeah, I think standard is like... It is a good format, but it's not a good standard format right now. I feel like standard should be kind of like... occasionally kind of cool combos of cards. If they're too strong, they have to get banned out. We've kind of had too many bans. There's just too many cards. They're too powerful. They're too crazy, and they cost too much. Campbell's the only tutor you run. My commander is a tutor. They're very cool. They're a chef. They're making pizza. Okay. They can hit Sterling Grove. But they didn't have a way to hit Food Chain. That's why I felt so safe running it out there. Pizza. 1, 2. Yes, please. Yeah. We're doing it. I want to wait until I have 5 of them. That's just like, I think the optimal number to safely Rocco, still have enough to play another one in case they somehow interrupted it. Whee! If you're wondering why I've been going for Evangel over, like, Squee or the other one, it's because I think this one is... What's the best way for me to put it? It's the easiest click-wise. It feels like it's the simplest to execute. And right back on my... Okay. Winning the game. Thank you for putting up with me, Tara. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. Rocco, well, really showed why Food Chain is a mistake of a card, and why Rocco gets played as a Food Chain commander. I had originally built this deck with Itali as the commander, and then was like, I really would like more tutors than just gamble. So, making Rocco here gave us a way to search out the pieces of the combo, and also just sacrifice it. If you have Itali as the commander, you do still have access to, instead of like, I don't know, tutors in the command zone, you have a huge beater. You have a way to win. And if you make infinite mana, you can cast it infinite times and technically mill your opponent out by exiling their entire deck. But also you can just like use Rocco to do all of that instead. This deck is a bit of a menace, and I feel like you could probably see in the video, I was winning a very, very large number of my games. I was able to adjust my deck based on what it was facing to have better answers to those things, like the graveyard hate. And I feel like the deck does well. I think that this deck is one of those unfortunate, they put this in the format and they shouldn't have. When this card got announced, I was saying it shouldn't be in Brawl because something like this would happen. And I'm surprised that nobody else has food chained me yet, because my understanding is in Timeless, the other format, people are using food chain with Evangel and going crazy with it. And I can totally see why, because it works in 100 card singleton, it definitely works in 60 card constructed. If you're looking for my deck list so you can be a menace too, you can find it in the description of the video. And I'm sure somebody else is going to make a version of this deck that is even more consistent, because I'm really not a combo builder. I'm somebody who is built for Smash Face, but I guess at least it's in Naya colors. I understand Naya colors. Something I considered doing with this deck, because it has so many creature tutors, is to put another creature combo in the deck. Val and Trelasara, even though Val now costs 2 more, is still a very easy card to trigger in this deck. With all of the fetch lands and the surveil lands, you're able to like bring that combo in, even using the commander, and win games. So if you are looking for more combo stuff and less aggro stuff, I think that's something that you could add into the list. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.